Hey guys, welcome back. We're back in Flight Sim today with another video. This time we're doing stuff a little different, and we're flying Airbus. So we're going to take off in our Airbus A380 from Sydney, and we're going to do a flight down to Melbourne tonight. So about an hour and 40 minutes scheduled block time, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I haven't flown Airbus in really ever. Like, I've always flown Boeing in citations and stuff, but Airbus is a completely different system, completely different computer system, autopilot system. So I've spent the last 2 days kind of on and off going through various videos on YouTube. Actually, the A330 driver was probably the main video that I kind of watched, all of his playlist, all his videos, and kind of wrote them all down on different pages and tried to learn the A380 system. So we'll see how we go. I've done 2 successful flights, start to finish, with ILS landings. It's a lot to set up, but yeah, so we'll get into it. We'll get the checklist going. We're going to be on Beyond ATC today. There's unfortunately no Vatsim online in really Australia at all at the moment. Get Beyond ATC up and running, hopefully.
Beyond ATC connected.
Excellent. That's a good sign. Oh, it's loading an old flight plan. I'll just have to generate my new one first, and then. All right. So Beyond ATC is connected. So we'll start up here with the A380 preliminary cockpit preparations. So first thing we're going to do we're going to press the 4 battery buttons, click them on. Now we're going to do the 4 external power on, or you can do the APU, but we've got external power available, so we'll use that. Lights set up on the pedestal, integrated lights up, the floodlight, pedestal, flood, and the floodlight, or the ambient light, really. That'll be the like floodlight or the dome light in the 737. Alright, so after that we'll get the ADIRSs, whatever they're called, the nav. So we'll go 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to do the engine APU fire test. Right, fire test is good. Now we're going to turn the APU on. So APU master switch on, and the APU start selector to on. Now we're going to monitor the APU screen, make sure it starts up right. Alright, so once the APU starts up, we'll have an available light just here. There you go. So APU is available for use. So now we can go up top. We'll turn the APU bleed on. Now that'll give bleed to all our engines and all that kind of stuff for starting. Alright, so once that's done, we can do our EFB now, and we'll get the flight plan set up. So, got the SimBrief1 exported, so we'll import it. Fuel and payload imported. Excellent. Alright, so as you can see, we're just going to check this initial page. Sydney to Melbourne is our company route, and 0 fuel weight, cost index, average wind component, and cruise altitude. So we're expecting the Grook 1 departure, Wollongong transition, H65 airway to Lease, Q29 airway to Lizzie 9 Alpha arrival into Melbourne, runway 16. So haven't flown into Melbourne in like 6 months, so we'll have to get all those charts and stuff up and have a look and make sure we're all over it. Right, so we've imported the flight plan. Now we're going to do the block fuel. We're just going to check the block fuel here in our plan. So planned fuel, block fuel, 34.3 tons. So we'll just make sure over here. Where are we? So fuel on board 22.4. So yeah, so we still have to fill and begin boarding. So where are we? So we can begin boarding, and we can make it instant because we've already got the flight plan here. So Right, as you can see, that's just all been boarded. You can do fast and real. Probably take about 40 minutes, but if you're using GSX, then, you know, it's pretty realistic, I guess. Yep, so passengers are entered. Now we can do the fuel. So, fuel quantities are 34.4. We're going to do instant refuel and press play or start. Right, so fuel's all in there. Now that's a 30-minute reserve fuel and I think 20-minute contingency fuel as well in the Simbri flight plan. Yeah. Okay, so after that's done, we can get our charts all set up in the EFB here. So we'll go Navigraph from. Okay, we're expecting. We'll probably call for our IFR clearance now, actually, just to make sure we can, get the right charts put in. So we'll just get the Addons real quick. I'm gonna use my Cabby S10 here.
Visibility 10 miles or more. Scattered at 4,500. Steering 5,400 broken. Temperature 21. 2.16. QNH 1023. VFR conditions. Landing and departing runways 16 left, 16 right. Transition level 110. Bird activity in the vicinity of airport. Advised on initial contact you have information echo. Kingsford Smith Airport.
Right, so we've got the Addons, 1023 for our altimeter and information echo. Looks like there's some birds around. Hopefully they won't run into us, because I have not gone through the abnormal procedures in this thing, so I'll have no idea what to do. Now we'll call our IFR clearance. Yeah. Sydney delivery, Qantas 54 Super. We're at gate 37, information echo, requesting IFR clearance to Melbourne.
Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super. Sydney delivery. Thanks for information echo. Expect runway 16 right. Brook 1 departure with the Wollongong transition. Squawk 0236.
Alright, we'll expect runway 16 right, Brook 1 departure, Wollongong transition, and squawking 0236 for Qantas 54 Super. Alright, so we'll chuck that squawk code in.
Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super. Read back correct. Contact ground 126.5 when ready for push or start.
126.5 Qantas 54 Super. And yeah, cool. So now we'll continue with our flight plan. So we'll get our chart set up. Right. So Sydney, Brook 1 Arnav. I'm just going to pin it, and we're going to pin the taxi charts. We're just going to have a quick look if there's any special ones for A380s or. So 777, A350s, 747, A380, 800 taxi routes. Alright, so here we are, so we'll have a quick look. So it looks like we're at International 4 terminal, so we'll be able to taxi Golf. We'll be able to taxi Alpha or Golf Alpha. Alpha 1 holding point, that'll be us. And then if we have a quick look in Melbourne as well, A380 taxi. Right, so we'll be coming in runway 16, which I think is here at the top. So it looks like we can taxi everywhere except for these bottom couple, but we'll probably be parking in maybe one of these bays at the front here, so we'll probably taxi off. We'll probably taxi off potentially at Golf here and straight in, or we can taxi off at Kilo. Yeah, so we'll pin that one as well. Yeah, you can only have 2. Okay, cool. That's alright. At least we know what's in here. So yeah, so we're expecting got our departure. We're just going to look at the Lizzie 9 arrival, runway 16. Right, so 16 and runway 27. So runway 16 is the top one. So we'll go to Lizzie, Maxell, at or above 9, below 9, 5 or above, between 4106 NEFA, and max 185 knots on Belter for the approach. Yep, so Belter, so from Belter you'll intercept the ILS. Oh no, so Belter's here. So yeah, so you'll intercept the ILS between these, just here, 160 degrees, 109.7 IMS. And you can see the VOR, Melbourne VOR 114.1, 3000 intercept. So that looks pretty good. Alright, cool. We'll go back to the start here. We've got our charts here, so we'll get them up. So see our airplanes here. So, Group 1 departure, pretty straightforward. You fly runway heading once you're above. Yeah, as soon as practicable, turn right, track direct to dunes, and then turn left, track 152 to Dina, track 152 to Grook, and then pretty much you just go straight through to Wollongong there. 270 knots on the SID until ISPEX, which is the one just here. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll try and... yeah. So, pretty straightforward. But anyway, we'll get that in. That's ready to go. We'll get the taxi chart up here. Right. It's weird it doesn't show our lane on this one, but it shows it on the SIDS. So now we're just going to check our speed brake and flaps are up. And we're going to do park brake on and off check. So we're going to park brake off. And we're just looking at these values over here. Just going to apply the brakes manually, make sure the pressure goes up, and then let them go, make sure that they come back down. And we're going to apply the park brake again and just check that all the pressure comes up there. That all looks good. Alright, so now we are to the cockpit setup. So we're going to go... yep, so now we're going to go overhead, left to right. So pretty much we're going to go up the overhead panel on the left. Going to start down the bottom, check that the wipers are off, check that everything's guarded and there's no white lights. That looks pretty good. Then we're going to go up the middle here. We're going to turn the strobe to auto. Strobe to auto, navigation lights on. Everything else will stay off at this time. Seat belts on after the fueling's complete. Fueling's complete, so those two can go on. No mobile signs. Emergency exit lights to arm. And now we can also get the fuel pumps underway once we come up here. So we've got the anti-ice systems off at the moment. Engine start is in normal and all of that's looking okay. APU bleeds on, and we've got the external power connected. So APU is on, so we can probably disconnect the external power as we get a little bit closer to the setup. I'm just, yeah, this is just the order that he did it in online there, so just trying to think when he disconnects the external power, but yeah, so we'll disconnect it there now. Definitely got the APU on, so external power is disconnected. We'll do the fuel pumps. So we'll start the fuel pumps, so we can start with the feed tank 1, main and standby, followed by the left outer tank, left middle, left forward and aft in the middle there. Then we can follow it by feed tank 2, main standby, and left inner tank, forward and aft. Feed tank 3, main standby, forward aft in the right inner tank. And then we can follow that sequence again here. Right, so all the white lights are off, fuel pumps are on, and now we can go the right overhead panel. So engine switches are all guarded, you've got the vents there, wipers shut. Right, white light out. And now we can set the Q and H on the standby. It's already been set, 1023, matches the main. And we can hold the date on the clock. Okay, cool, so that's all correct. Apparently that can affect, I'm not sure if it's modeled in fly-by-wire, but in real life that can affect your flaps not coming down if the computer thinks the system is set at the wrong time. So Yeah, we'll just check that. So now we can check the radio and the transponder. Right, so we're in the surveillance tab, or the serve tab. Right, we can turn the transponder to auto and keep it in standby at this time. Now, squawk is set, and okay. We're just going to come down here. VHF1 is on and the mic is on, and VHF2. Yeah, VHF2. They're both on. Set the ethos panel. Q&H is set, so now we can set the ethos panel up. Alright, so we go constraints, airport, VOR1, VOR2, and we'll go traffic. And we'll get the airport chart loading up. Alright, so set the autopilot panel. Initial altitude. Did we get an initial altitude? I don't think we did. We did not. Alright, so initial altitude we're just going to set for 10,000. Alright, so flight director's on. Oh, alright, so as you can see down here we've got an airport map. Right, this is the best part about the A380. This is awesome. Fully interactive with the mouse. Alright, so you can see all the taxiways. So we're going to taxi out. We're going to take Golf onto Alpha, Alpha up to Alpha 1, onto 1-6 right. When we come back here in a bit, we're going to set our brake to vacate feature through this same menu, so we'll show you how that works as well. It'll be the first time I've used it. Alright, so got the fuel pumps on, got all that done, autopilot on, flight director on. Now we can do the FMS setup in this long list of things we have to do for this massive aeroplane. Right, so first thing we're going to do is come down to the pilot's flight management computer, go to FMS1, and we're going to do company flight plan request. Right, it's received, so we're going to go, I think, insert. Right, we're just going to check it, so we're going to go QFA, oh, QF, yeah, bit of a muck up there, but that's okay. Sydney to Melbourne, I'll turn to Sydney. Cruise flight level 360, cruise temperature negative 56, cost index 22, and the tropopause is at 44,200 feet. Trip wind will be 180 at 16. So I'll enter that in, 180 at 16, or just 1. No, that can't be right, hang on, it has to let us. Oh. 180 at 16. Okay, good. I think I know, hang on a sec, it's a headwind of 16 knots, so I think we're going to do H16. Yeah, there we go, headwind 16 knots. Yeah, that's confusing. Right, so now we do the active and initial page here, so... Oh, that's what we're on, sorry. Enter average trip wind, we've done that. And enter the IRS page. Check all three, IRS 1, 2, and 3 are nav in green. And check that all the information is correct in the IRS boxes, which it is. So now we can go return, we can click the departure page. Right, from Sydney, we're going to be 16 right, and we're going to be the Group 1, and we're going to be Wollongong transition. So we'll just make sure that's alright, so that's all looking good, so we can go temporary flight plan, then we can go our departure airport, and we can go runway 16, approach ILS 16 Yankee, via, oh sorry, star, going to go to Lizzie 9 Alpha at this time. This could change, and apparently there's no transition. Just make sure, hang on. Okay, cool. So we got a temporary flight plan, and then we can go airport, select insert temp. So there we go. So that's all in there. That is our whole flight plan all the way to Melbourne. Right. It's all looking pretty good. Got our constraints here. No discontinuities. It all looks good. Right, nav aids page. So, so we're just going to go nav aids. Alright, so just here we've got a VOR1, VOR2. On a 9.5 wireless DME. Or just not going to import, I'm just going to see what the fuel is. So, block fuel's 43.46 tons. Let's just see if we can just put a bit more fuel in this thing. So 43.465. Oh, 43.465 tons. Right, load that in. 43.465. 43.465. Okay, 43.5. Ah, okay. Okay, so that worked. So we're just going to make sure now, because I've changed the fuel, our stuff will change. 348.79. Just making sure that it's all still good. Right, 34.879, 35.35 now. So 35.3. Okay, here we go. So destination, fuel on board, 36.1 tons. That's because we have a lot of extra fuel. We have 23.6 tons extra fuel. So, cool. That's satisfied. We're good. Alright. Okay, so that's done. Now we're going to go takeoff performance page. So we're going to go up here, we're going to go performance. And we're going to enter our V speeds from our calculated flight plan. We've got V1 at 142, V rotate at 147, and V2 is 152. Alright, so enter that in. Flex temperature is going to be 66. And flaps 1,436. And packs on, anti-ice off. Thrust reduction 1,500 feet. Acceleration 1,500 feet. We'll change that to 1,000. Transition 10, accelerate. And what do we got next? Alright, so we've got autopilot panel set to managed. So that's all set to managed. Excellent, that's looking good. Now we've got to check the PFD for flight director 1 and 2 on, and we've got our V speed in entered. Alright, so now, and we've got climb and nav here too. So now we can go to engine start checklists. So, I'm just thinking. Yeah, so now we can go to the engine start checklist again, and we've got the airport taxi maps up. We've got, come back here. We're going to open the checklist up. So CL checklist down here. Right. I'm gonna see if I can show my cursor. I totally forget how to. Oh well. Right, so we've got the checklist open up here now. So cockpit preparation, which is what we are doing currently. We're just going to leave that for a minute. So we're going to just check down here, check all our doors. Doors closed, prepare for push. They should be in white. Why are they not in white? let's just tick some stuff here real quick. So gears and pins, fuel quantity, we've checked that. Bar reference, checklist complete. Well, they're all green, so they're not yellow or red, so they're shut. Alright, we'll do the before start procedure. So, checklists, and before start. Tick. Parking brake is set. Takeoff speeds and thrust. 142, 147, 152. Flex, thrust mode, 66 degrees. That's checked. Beacon light is... Oh, beacon light is already on. And, hang on. No, it's not. That's why it's not green. Did this change? I swear I flicked these on before. What the? What else is off? Okay, we're all good. Strobe auto, beacon on, nav on. The rest are off at this time. There we go. There we go.
All aircraft be advised information goals now current. QNH1023.
Alright, so that's all good. Now we can go transponder to auto. I think it already is from before. Yep, transponder's auto. Go back to the FMS. Alright, we'll complete this checklist. Complete the checklist. And then we'll go start pushback. Alright, so before start checklists. So, yeah. We'll get the next checklist up and ready. And while we're doing that, we can call for our pushback. Sydney ground, g'day, Qantas 54 heavy, ready for push and start. Oh, 54 super. Can't even get my call sign right.
Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super. Sydney ground. Pushback approved. Face north.
Push approved, face north for Qantas 54 super. Pushback tab ready. Everything is disconnected. Turn the pushback system on and we will call the tug. Tug is already attached. Parking brake off. And we can go tug direction. Pretty well like that. And tug speed. And get it started nice and slow. Alright, away we go. I tried to install some Qantas liveries today, but it just would not work. So they were off Flightsim.to, but I couldn't get it to install. So yeah, we're just gonna fly the old livery, which is fine. Let's see, we're rotating on the display there now. Alright, so while this is happening, we can get our engine start to ignition. So, where are we? So, ignition start, and we can select engines 1 and 2. This sequence will start automatically. The packs, actually, we probably should... No, do we turn the packs off yet? Not yet. I think it automatically sheds a load, so... Yeah, you can see it's automatically happening up here, so everything's all good. And whoa, park brake on. See you later, tug. We're good. Yeah, we kind of overshot that just a little bit. Alright. So while that's deciding wants to lag, we're going to stop moving. Right, so now we can start engines 3 and 4. We'll just monitor the start here. And we'll get our after start procedure checklist ready. So anti-ice is not needed. And pitch trim, we'll just match that up now. So in the A380, the pitch trim's actually shown down here on the PFD. So you're pretty much just going to match it to the that pink magenta box on the right hand side. So we'll match it for 36%. Apparently in real life this sets automatically with all the yeah, all the performance computer stuff, but in the fly-by-wire we have to set it manually, which is fine because I mean the Boeing sets it manually, but the iFly sets it automatically, so that's lovely. One less thing we have to worry about. Alright, so we can get checklist complete. Okay, that's good. Now we can do engine start selector to the normal position. And why have I got no lights up here? Stand by for one moment. So that is alright. We will find it later on when we've got nothing to do on cruise. Oh, there's a little light just here. Oh wow. Nice. Alright, cool. Okay, so engine start selected to normal, APU bleed can come off, and APU master off, APU's off altogether. Anti-ice is not needed. We can arm the speed brake here by selecting takeoff box. And we can select flaps 1 and set takeoff trim, which is set and verified at 3.6. After start checklist has been completed, and flight control check is now needed. So that's the wheel. We'll just go flight controls. Oh. Go full left, full right, and full forward, and full back, and full rudder left, and full rudder right. Right, flight control check is good. Now we go to our taxi checklists. Alright, first thing, taxi maps. Taxi briefing, we're going to taxi up Golf onto Alpha, Alpha, up to Alpha 1, initially, once we get our clearance. Auto brake button is on, squawk check has already been checked, and surveillance page, we can turn the traffic on. Okay, squawk's checked, it's on auto, and we can go TARA and above, and back to FMS. Takeoff config test button, we can press that somewhere. There it is. Okay, ground spoilers to arm, pull them up. Okay, now everything's green, everything's looking happy there. Got a taxi map, that's all looking happy as well. Okay, just let me leave and be good. Alright, and taxi checklist is complete. Alright, so now we'll go to the takeoff page and we'll call for our taxi clearance and get taxi. Alright, A380 takeoff page. So what we're going to go through on the takeoff page is line up and flow pattern. So this will pretty much all happen as we line up.
Quantum Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super, runway 16 right taxi via int 4, int 3, Alpha, Alpha 1.
Right, taxi via int 4, int 3, Alpha, Alpha 1 for Qantas 54 Super. Let's get this big bird rolling. Big heavy bertha. And yeah, I've got TAA on. I haven't got DirectX 12 and frame gen. I tried it a few times, but I just get like the latency's all over the place. I get frame glitching. It's, yeah, it's just absolute rubbish. But at least with TAA, like I get pretty smooth performance. Might have the occasional FPS drop, but for the most part, it's pretty smooth.
Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super, Sydney Tower, wind 155 at 15, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, Qantas 54 Super. So we'll line it up. Runway ahead. I hope so. I really hope so. Alright, so we're going to, everything's set up, so we're going to advance to 25%. Close enough. Call stable. And takeoff. Alright, takeoff thrust is set on all 4 engines. Indications are looking normal. runway's clear, and 120 knots, and V1, rotate. Right, positive rate gears coming up. I'm just going to pitch up slowly to 15 degrees. Follow the flight director. This is one of the many aircraft in Flightsim you can actually follow the flight director smoothly, and you're not flying all over the place. Alright, so we're going to go back to our climb detent for the auto throttles to engage. Just going to watch that left up here, so we're in thrust climb, and autopilot connected. Alright, Sydney departure 123.0 for Qantas 54 Super. Alright, we are flying.
Negative, Sydney departure 123.0.
Yeah, okay, that's, yeah, we got it.
Contact Sydney departure 123.0, Qantas Quebec, Foxtrot
So see how it
54
says man
Super.
thrust here, so that's because we're not properly in the climb detent. So it's very sensitive. But you can calibrate that through the fly pad. Sydney departure, g'day, Qantas 54 Super, climbing 4.5. Haven't got an altitude that we're climbing to.
Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super, Sydney departure identified, climb to flight level 180.
Alright, 180 set. Right, flight level 180 for Qantas 54 Super. I'm just going to turn the brightness down on this PFD. It's a little bit bright there. Right, so we've got climb, navigation, thrust climb. So we're going to do our after takeoff checklists. Flaps up, ground spoiler to retract. Push that in. And the Canon camera and nose lights, oh goodness me, to the off position. Oh, they can all stay on. Right, nearly passing 10,000 feet there now, so landing lights can go off. And transitions at 11. Right, so transitions set standard. Right, so here we can see our top of climb. And I assume that's our thrust reduction. Oh no, that's just a... I don't know. What's that circle? I'm not too sure. I'm learning a lot of things on this aircraft. Let's just say that. A lot of cloud cover out here tonight, so we'll just check.
Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super, contact Melbourne Centre 129.8.
Alright, contact Melbourne Centre 129.8, Qantas 54 Super.
Negative, Melbourne Centre on 129.8.
Yeah, my voice mustn't be very clear. Alright, let's just acknowledge that.
Center on 129.8, Qantas Quebec, Foxtrot 54 Super.
Oh, we're on Melbourne Centre. Melbourne Centre, g'day, Qantas 54 Super, climbing flight level 177, direct over flag. Oh, you'll know what I mean.
Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super, Melbourne Centre, radar contact, climb to flight level 360.
Alright, climb to flight level 360 for Qantas 54 Heavy. Super. Super. How big we are. Alright, 360 is set. Right, we're just going to initiate the climb there now. Right, so while we're in our stages of climb and everything set up, we're going to go on a deep dark search for these lights. Right, so I feel like all the lights are on the, like all the lights are down on the pedestal, just here. So you get your main floodlight, main panel, and flood, which is this one. Then you've got this one, which is your, oh, this is your panel here, okay. Just gonna go main panel flood, turn that back on. Pedestal flood, let's turn that off. And ambient light, dome light, oh. Well, that's kind of cool. Oh, no, that's my flashlight because it's so dark. Yeah, it's not really what I wanted. But anyway, there's definitely no panel lights on that. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. We've got a bit of a... I just had to be in a different position. I think we're ILS Zulu, runway 16, so we'll pin that.
Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super, contact Melbourne Centre 118.8.
Alright, contact Melbourne Centre 118.8, Qantas 54 Super. Where are we? Where are we direct to? Just have a look over here. Melbourne Centre, g'day, Qantas 54 Super, flight level 360, direct Tanta.
Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super, stay altitude.
Flight level 360, Qantas 54 Super.
Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super, Melbourne Centre identified.
Excellent. So, right to top descent, we're going to lower the altitude, just like a VNAV. We're going to click up on the altitude to start descent to initiate it. And we're going to arm the BTB auto brake. Okay, that's what we're going to do now. We're going to set up the BTD and auto brake. So, brake to vacate, sorry. So in order to do that, we're going to pan this all the way to the zoom function. We're going to click an up arrow down here, airport select. Going to go Melbourne, display airport. It's a really cool feature, like this, God, they did a good job. Display airport, I think it's loading. Should display it, I mean, good. Oh, hang on, I might not be zoomed in enough. Oh, I have to be on the plan. You have to be on the plan page. Have I got that written down here? Let's have a look. Yep. Alright, so plan page. I'm going to zoom out. Alright, here we are in camera, runway 16. So that's the runway we're landing on, so we have to click it. So that for brake to vacate, select exit. So we've selected the runway. Now, dry conditions we should stop by here. Wet conditions we should stop by here. So if we just come over here and we have a quick look at the weather in Canberra. Yeah, so there's nothing about rain, so we should be all good. So if we vacate after the dry mark, we'll vacate on, I think, oh no, hang on, Golf. There we go, so vacated Golf. Right, so exit at Golf, 1251 metres, turn around 41. I think that's set now. So if we go rate to vacate, yeah, so it's up here, brake to vacate. Then if we go to back to our zoom, it has brake to vacate, runway 16, brake vacating Golf. Awesome, that's set. That's so cool. All right. Never thought this would be such a fun aircraft to fly. Navigate page, check the ILS is correct. So that's probably something we need to do now. So navaids, we need to get the ILS chart up here, so approach. .109.7, 109.7, and course 16, 160. So ILS is correct in here. ILS DME estimated in Melbourne approximately 1309 Zulu. It's 12:24 now, so another 40 minutes.
Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super. Contact Melbourne Centre 125.2. Bye-bye.
Alright, contact Melbourne Centre 125.2. See ya.
Negative. Melbourne Centre
Oh, I hate that.
125.2.
I said that so clear. Alright, we're going.
Contact Melbourne Centre 125.2. Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super.
Oh, it's already in there. Melbourne Centre, g'day, Qantas 54 Super, descending flight level 341, en route, and lid.
Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super. Melbourne Centre. Identified.
Cool. Oh, that's hurting my eyes. Oh, okay, night mode doesn't work. Alright. Yes, this is our approach, so 3000 straight down, very similar to the approach at Sydney. 12,000 feet here shortly, and we're en route to our next waypoint, which is Lovus. At Lovus we're supposed to be 9,000 feet. At the moment we've only got clearance down to 10,000, so we'll wait to see if we get further clearance from ATC before we descend further. So we'll run through our approach checklist there now quickly. Baro reference is set to standard, but Baro in Melbourne is at 1025, so we can set that in before we confirm it there shortly. We'll confirm it there now. We're about to pass transition, so set to 1025, and we just gained 1,000 feet. Excellent. 1025 is on both, so we can tick that. Right, minimums. Minimums are 640 feet, I think. I'm terrible at reading minimums. I rarely ever do it, to be honest. So I think it's 640 feet. 208 baro, maybe. But we'll just say we've done that. Auto brake. Auto brake set to brake before vacate, or brake to vacate. Checklist complete. Alright. Passing through transitions there now, so our altimeter is set to 1025. Alright, so seatbelts on, select Q and H, select CL below the throttle checklist, we've already done that. Flaps 1 at least 15 miles out from the airport. Flaps 1 at 263, so we can go flaps 1 there now. And then the ILS setup and descent preparation. Prior to descent, we can do the descent checklist, which we've done. Prior to top descent, we can lower the altitude, which we will do. Hopefully he'll clear us down there shortly, because we're nearly at our top of descent there at Lovus. Come on, Beyond ATC.
Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super.
Excellent.
Contact Melbourne approach 132.0.
I'm just going to auto hand off because I don't want to waste any more time.
Contact Melbourne approach 132.0. Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super.
Melbourne approach, Qantas 54 Super, flight level 100, en route, love us.
Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super Melbourne approach, QNH1025 expect the ILS Yankee runway 16.
Alright, got the QNH, and we'll expect the ILS Yankee 16 for arrival. Qantas 54 Super. The approach looking in good there now, so Lizzie, got all our constraints there, and then round on the ILS down onto 16. So 10,000 feet, been there for a while, but we're going to turn landing lights on, wing light on, just because we can, and get the taxi light. Oh no, taxi light can stay off. Seatbelts are on, and yeah, that's about it. I trust Beyond ATC, so I'm just going to wait because I've done a few wireless approaches with them, and they're usually pretty spot on. So we'll just wait. But yeah, screw it. We're going to clear ourselves down to 3,000 and start the descent.
54 Super, descend to 6,000 feet.
Look at that. Look at that. I didn't trust them. Alright, descend to 6,000 feet. Got the QNH. Qantas 54 Super. So we've got 10, 15, so 5 nautical miles. 10 nautical miles from Delta. Descent to 3,000. Qantas 54 Super. Predictions assume half speed brake. If above, oh god. Alright, we're going to go... Oh, no, we're going to go approach.
2,500.
Autopilot 2. We've got localizer. And we're going to go full flaps there now. A little bit late. Landing lights are on. Taxi, nose light. APU coming on. Right,
2,500.
Got the QNH set, so not sure what's saying with 2,500, which shouldn't be 2,500. 3,000. That's so weird. It's almost like the QNH isn't right.
Over to Tower 120.5, Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super. Have a good evening.
Yeah, it's gonna get off that. Gonna go taxi.
Foxtrot 54 Super, Melbourne Tower, wind 160 at runway 16 cleared to land.
Okay, I take it back. Maybe no. Maybe
Runway
we are.
16 clear to land.
I think
Qantas
we're good.
Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super.
I think it just looked like I was too low, but I was actually good. Because what's that? That's Ocmel. Go back here and go. Oh, we can pin 3. Huh. Yeah, if we go. Still got time. Oh yeah, no. We should have had the glide slope way out past Belter. But anyway. We've got it now. We're descending. Glide slope localizers captured. Radio altimeter. And yeah, we'll just go quick landing checklists. Yep, all green. Landing checklist is complete. And hopefully I'll figure out how to get all these panel lights on. Oh. Yeah. Maybe it's a bit of a bug, because I don't know. Flown many a times in the last couple of days and I never had this happen, so... And I didn't do any other thing. Anyway, let's see if we can butter this landing. That's all I care about now, because this aircraft is definitely butter-worthy. Co-pilot view. No, he hasn't got much to look at, has he? Not great, not great. Right, I'm just gonna kind of center our seat a little bit more.
1,000.
Now, we got 12 knot headwind.
1,000.
I don't know if it's gusting.
1,000.
We are kind of moving around a fair bit. Oh, the puppies look good. We've got 2 and 2. We'll be taxiing off, I think, just up here. I'll get ready to take manual control. And take manual control in now. Oh, no. Still getting used to the throttle on this thing.
400.
Oh.
Fifty, 40, 30,
Idle.
20, 10, 5.
Let's see if those auto brakes are coming in there for us now. I've got a drone shot here, got it coming in, but not sure. That left wing's got some issues happening, but that was not happening in flight. But anyway, we'll get a nice shot of me coming in. Nice butter landing, a few wing hits. So alright, so roll out. This is our taxi just here, Golf. So I pretty much, so we're gonna roll out. So I pretty much just taxied. Sorry, I pretty much landed. I didn't use any brakes or anything. I didn't even use reverse thrust. There we are, guys, on the ground. Safe and sound. Here in Melbourne. Beautiful full moon.
Ground 121.7, Qantas Quebec Foxtrot 54 Super.
I'll get parked up over here somewhere. The pretty average looking airport after we've been in some payware airports. I don't usually fly to airports that I haven't got payware on because, yeah, because of this. Just doesn't look very aesthetic. We're just going to pull in here and park up. Looks like possibly. Ooh. Yeah, I'm really not sure if they're. I don't think these are meant for an A380, but we're going to pull in anyway. There's no one around. We'll beat on out before anyone notices. Let's see if we're even going to fit. Jeez. I'm going in on this first one here. Let's turn our landing lights off there. Well, not a terrible arrival into Melbourne. park brake on there now. Get the dome lights coming back on so we can see, and we'll do APU's on, so I assume the APU lead can come on and we can shut 1, 2, 3, 4 engines down. Right, so engines are spooling down, we've got the APU on there. And yeah, we're in Melbourne, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm not going to do a full flight shutdown because I haven't really got that far yet in my realm of checklists and things to remember about this big bird. So yeah, but thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll have some more videos in this soon and get a little bit more proficient. Stay safe out there, guys. See you in the next one.